Hey, what's up? I'm gonna be reviewing a video called Running 1 meter every day, but every day it doubles.
For the next 18 days, I'm going to run 1 meter every day, but every single day, that distance is going to double.
It's a pretty interesting idea. It's stupid, of course, to do that, but still, at least it's somewhat original.
Now, initially, this looks pretty easy, but after a couple of weeks, this will be the single most grueling challenge of my entire life.
Did he actually film that on separate days? No, right? He filmed it all in one day. Realistically, the beginning.
So, why we're doing it? Well, you see, one of my best friends in the whole world has recently moved to a completely different city.
Brighton, I've been there, lovely. Lovely people and weather.
We're trying to raise awareness. I was in the vegan movement for 15 years.
And it's ruined everything. Because we're friends, you see, back in the day, we had a long-standing tradition, right, where I would run to a coffee shop near his flat and would have a catch-up, right? We'd have a cold brew and a cappuccino before getting to work.
Chipperoonie has your coffee. This is the life, don't talk to me.
This is the life, innit? We can look at the lovely grey clouds and drink our seed water, innit?
Now, because of his selfishness, that's all fallen to shit recently. So what I've done is I've come up with a cunning plan to train myself to be able to run to his new city to bring us back to the good old days. Now, there is only one rule for this challenge. I have 24 hours to complete the distance set, and that's it, right? If the clock hits 12 and I'm not there, it's done.
My name's Russ Cook. I'm mostly known for becoming the first person to run the entire length of Africa.
Did you train much before you set off? Were you...
Yeah, mate. I think he's being lulled into a false sense of security at this point. You know, he's getting his 2 meters and he's...
He looks rough.
People die running marathons every year. So, I hope you got some good people.
Yeah, and the guy who ran the first so-called marathon, that's what it's named after. He actually died at the end. And then people nowadays still do it. It's really funny and stupid, as I said. Wow, the sun is shining in the UK. That's crazy.
All right, I have just worked out the dinner options for tonight. So, we've got option A and option B. Obviously, we're going to make the smart choice here.
Is that a joke? Your only options are sugar on both sides. What?
So we've got the physio results here. I want to go through them with you because it's actually quite concerning.
Oh, okay.
Your strength levels were below what we know should be required for distance runner. There's a significant difference between your right and left leg in strength, that you're not cushioning your impact sufficiently on your stride. Video analysis confirmed that you had a high level of pronational impact.
So we're thinking the chances of me getting an injury are quite high from this then, or?
Everything from these tests points absolutely towards that. To be absolutely clear, in my medical opinion, this is not safe for you to do.
Yeah, but it's not safe for any human to do that. We are generally not made to run. We are good at sprinting, not compared to other animals. We're very slow, but we can do that if we run with a spear and throw it. We sprint for a super short period, but long distance running is horrible for humans. Nothing in our bodies is made for that, especially our heart. It can never take it.
Okay, so with doctor's orders in mind, the next day I was told to lace up in a pair of Heelys and get back to it. I told myself we'd never do this again. Even the clacking sound is bringing back like traumatic memories. Oh, just terrible. We could get a clip and then hop on a line bike and then go to the next number. We could though. It's so tragic.
Oh, I got wheels on my heels.
Where's the finish line? Yes.
That's cheating. You can save almost half of the time running.
It's the morning of day 16. This is the first day that I've woken up feeling quite different.
What does this guy eat? I remember this stuff from when I lived in the UK. Total grain sludge garbage.
Now, at this point, viewers, I would have rather risked my physical health than spend one more second with Mr. Funback. So how forward?
Actually, pretty nice weather there. Wow, cool. Oh my god, man, running through these depressing streets. That's torture in itself already. Just being there.
Oh, so halfway. Oh, fuck. This is giving us a bit of jib. This is a little bit rough, yeah. Inside, he is twinging a bit. Like, feels like behind the knee now. So, we're halfway.
But yeah, you're running on concrete also, that's abnormal.
The time is 11:20, so we're making good time. We've done the easy bit, now it's time to figure out the hard part. I'm really sorry to anyone who didn't have WillNE turns into a massive athlete on their bingo card this year, but you were wrong. Oh, fucking okay, that one was bad actually.
Feeling good?
Yeah, ready to go.
Man, this guy runs 64 kilometers and eats fruits and grains only. You're not even feeding your body anything that it would need to run for so long, which you can't naturally do anyway, but that just makes it way much harder.
I'll give you that. My knee is fucked. It's the downhills are as bad or worse than the uphills because they just put constant weight on it. But alas, we move. Dog place.
It seems like every challenge nowadays involves you hurting yourself, harming your body. It's almost always some kind of self-destruction. They can't think of anything else. They just think that you just have to suffer.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Just tomorrow this won't even be halfway. It's not funny. So you want to put that on me?
Yeah,
Have I not? So this is ridiculous.
you have no choice.
This is.
A challenge they could do in the UK is who can hunt the most deer, squirrels, whatever animals you have there. The squirrels are a pest. That would be actually a challenge where they wouldn't be suffering. They would actually even get meat out of it. They would become healthier. It would be a good thing.
One more kilometre. But the sun is setting on a terrible day.
He just achieved nothing. He just ran 64 kilometers for no reason at all. Just like people lift metal in the gym for no reason at all. You only suffer anyway in the end. Your body just needs to heal and repair always after because it's suffering. But this is worse for your heart and also for your knees in his case, because he already has problems. I don't know why you would make this kind of a video. Firstly, it's incredibly boring to watch. It's one of the most boring videos I've ever seen. It's just a guy running. There's nothing interesting, funny about it, just nothing. It's just bad content. And secondly, you're also destroying your health by doing that. So I don't know why you would make this kind of a video or do something like this.
Oh, he's got his tits out again. Okay, good evening, chaps. I'll be really honest with you. I have no idea how I'm going to feel in the morning.
You can also see the under-eye bags because of how exhausted he is.
I felt like I did today. I could have done it. But it's the fact that back-to-back ultramarathons, I just don't know how my body's going to recover. So you know what it is. Oh, chilly cold bath. Get a cold bath, get a big pizza, have a big sleep.
A cold bath? Oh, because he's inflamed and he wants to cool down? The inflammation only helps you, it's there for a reason, your body is creating it. If anything, he should take a warm bath.
See how we fare.
Bit of an anticlimax. I'm just running 10k. In my head, I just run 10k and then we do another one. Okay? Do that 9 times. We're there. Let's run to Brighton.
Why is it 88? It was 64. Shouldn't it be 128? Or because it's 88 to Brighton exactly, or what? Not really a true video title then, but whatever.
It's gonna be so good.
At least he can get to see some nature, run through some nature, or whatever is left there in the UK.
Do not tell him. I'm missing a little bit.
Is that the beast from the northeast, WillNE? He looks like he's got a bit of a limp, but he's doing well. No one thought he could do it. No one believed in him, but he's basically halfway there. Well done. It's great to see you.
And the pain on his face, and he's still continuing. It's just so stupid.
I was telling the boys yesterday, like I put the strawberry in the chat, and they were like, it's a miracle, like your legs are still working. Like, his legs don't work normally. Harry was like, yeah, the right foot actually ran 75k today.
Do you see what I see? The legs are kind of deformed, maybe because of the pain that he's feeling, and he's trying to move them differently. I don't know what the reason is, but It doesn't look comfortable, obviously.
Alright, now as the sun began to set on my final day, I had 5 hours and 21
I wonder how much of this is real and how much is faked.
kilometers or half a marathon left to run, which normally would have been a breeze, but at this point, my pace had dropped through the floor.
I feel.
Yeah.
Rough.
Just zapped, just. It's got the point where no tunes are cheering us up. No food seems to be cheering us up.
Lovely sky, so natural.
It's just shit.
Come on, WillNE, just a little bit longer, and we can make it as a team to Brighton. Go on, go on. Oh, no.
Do you want the truth? Yeah. The truth was I used to be really anxious 3 years ago, and I was so worried that I was going to have a seizure everywhere. I couldn't get in a taxi or a plane, and since then, anything that makes me anxious, I just try and do it. Well, just think, well, let's do it. So I think I've just kind of got it in the last couple of years where, like, if I set my mind on something, I was like, my mind is the last thing to give up. A lot of you are probably high school age, coming up to leaving school, and you'll have loads and loads of pals. And when you leave, you're going to be speaking to everyone, saying, oh, like, you know, when we move to uni or when we're back from uni, we'll meet for a drink, da, 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 da. And there's going to be loads of people it's not going to happen with, right? But make sure, out of those loads of friends, right, you know the 2 or 3 that you're like, yeah, you're one of my people, right? You're a special person. Make sure you make the extra effort to not let that slip. They're the type of people like...
But how can he be so special, the guy that moved to Brighton? If you're really truly friends, you just stay together no matter what. Okay, it's not as if he's super far away though.
It's all about... I'm not saying James is one of them, but you know.
You wouldn't believe the day I've just had.
All right, hello my friends. It is the next day. I finally made it back to my own bed. We're back from Brighton, feeling very sore, but I will be just fine. We have some predictions to go through. Just quickly though, if you did enjoy that video, please do subscribe. We do bonuses for the crew, depending on how many subscribers.
He looks super worn out, super exhausted, a lot of wrinkles and eye bags, not really that visible, dark eye circles. Somewhat. But yeah, I just don't get why you would do any of this. I get it, he wanted to make a cool video, that's all fine, but you don't need to suffer just to make some stupid YouTube videos.
We gain per month, so then we can afford to pay people more. And everyone worked really, really hard. So if you want to, you know, say thank you, pressing that button would be the best way to do it. Anyway, it's looking like only one person voted no. Okay, and who was that sole no? Of course. Thank you very much for watching, my friends.
What did he vote no for? That he's not gonna make it, or what? Theo, that funny guy.
See you soon. All the best.
I was expecting more from this video. It was just a guy who ran 1 meter, 2, 4, 8, and so on until he got to 88, which doesn't really make any sense. But I get it. That's the distance from London to Brighton, I guess. That's all fine. Still a long distance. Still a lot of suffering. But why he really made this video, I don't understand. Just to get views on YouTube, I guess. I don't know if he actually truly ran for that long. He probably ran for very long. Whether he actually really ran 88 kilometers, I don't know. If you're trained for it, it's doable. But if you're not trained for it, it's close to impossible to pull that off. But my overall point is simply, I don't get why you would do that, because your knees are gonna suffer, your back most likely also, and your heart the most. The cardiac output when you run for this long, you do actual marathons, is so high that it's for sure gonna enlarge your heart, because your heart stretches out when you do this. If you do this for long, you will definitely have heart failure. It just has to be like that. That's just the natural outcome of doing marathons. That's why people die during marathons. And all of them simply run. In this case, okay, he ran for a sort of reason, but all of them, when they run marathons, just run for no reason. They simply run. And all that they get in the end is just some stupid man-made medal and people telling them how great they are for running for no reason, and they destroy their health by doing that. And that's the weirdest part about all of it. It's just you looking for some kind of attention and validation from people, very likely caused by a lack of attention and love from your parents, because if you're really fulfilled and your family loved you, you never need this from anybody else. So I think that this is the main factor that drives people to actually suffer that much, to go to these lengths, to get some kind of attention at last from the people around them, especially if you're single, you have no family, nobody to really love you, then you do that. But a happy and healthy human being who's mentally well isn't gonna do any of this or anything similar to this. They won't suffer in any way at all just to get some kind of attention from other people, seeing as they won't love you anyway. They don't even care about you. Even if you care about running in marathons, you may think that it's cool that somebody ran a marathon or what he did in this video, but you don't care about them. Really, nobody cares about anybody who runs. Running is nothing. You just run and you suffer and you basically hate yourself. So it's you showing to other people that you hate yourself. It's nothing that people are ever gonna respect. They may say that if they are into it themselves, but they don't actually truly. When you look deep inside of them, there's no actual real respect or anything that will come out of them towards you. You're a loser if you run a marathon or you run any kind of distance for no reason. And the ones who cheer are also losers. It's just a bunch of losers cheering for each other, running for no reason. That's why this video is also as stupid as any marathon, because obviously he could have just taken a train to the guide. There was no reason for running at all. And the doctor already told him that he would possibly suffer from it, and then he was suffering really during the video. You just reduce your lifespan by doing that. That's what stress does. And this was very extreme stress, so a lot of years would be taken off your life if you would do that regularly. Not, of course, just because you did this one challenge, but if you would always run, jog, do marathons, then for sure many years would be taken from your life. And marathon runners oftentimes die in their 40s, 50s, sometimes in their 30s already nowadays because of how much they overdo it. Meaning that you really take decades from your life away, again, for no reason, just to run. It's just nothing. You're just suffering, you're proving nothing to anybody. All that you prove is how much of a brainwashed slave you are. And that's all that he proved in this video. Besides it also just being bad content, it's just a boring video, so you just run. I don't know why anybody would watch it. Like I said at the beginning, okay, it's kind of an interesting idea. You go from 1, 2, 4, okay, yeah, cool. But you're just running. It's just nothing. Why would I want to watch somebody just run? Yeah, it was just a bad video. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. Thanks for watching.